Salut, bonjour. Bonjour, salut. Today we are going to talk about how to create les questions en français. Allez-y. Boop. Okay, we're going to focus first on how to create yes-no questions. These are maybe easier, so that's why we start with them. But the first thing is actually not doing anything. It's doing what you would normally do. We do this in English. We call it intonation. All it means is that we raise our voice at the end of a sentence. So think about the difference between you speak French to you speak French. When I raise my voice at the end, now it becomes this question just based on the fact that I raised my voice. All right, next up, we can take our statement and start that with est-ce que. Est-ce que. We're going to put that on the beginning of our sentence. And it becomes a yes-no question. So, tu es français, you are French. If I say, est-ce que tu es français? Now it's, are you French? Question mark. Now, why do we have two versions of que up here? Well, because if I use this and I said, est-ce que il? All right, we don't like that hiccupy sound. So we're going to get rid of the E and connect the que with the il with an apostrophe. Est-ce qu'il est actif? Qu'il. I love how that sounds. Is he active? Yes or no? So we can do it this way, or instead of using est-ce que, we could put n'est-ce pas on the end of our sentence. And it's going to mean something like, isn't that right? It's expecting the answer yes. So, for example, il est français, n'est-ce pas? He's French, isn't he? You're never going to use both. So you're either going to use est-ce que at the front or n'est-ce pas at the end. Let's look at some examples. The statement tu joues au basket can become a yes-no question with est-ce que and sound like, est-ce que tu joues au basket? Do you play basketball? Notice all of a sudden this do is involved. All right, that word do. Where did it come from? It came from the fact we turned it into a question. Tu joues au basket, n'est-ce pas? You play basketball, don't you? So now we're expecting you to say, yes, I do. Il nage bien. Est-ce qu'il nage bien? There's that que apostrophe. Does he swim well? Il nage bien, n'est-ce pas? He swims well, doesn't he? So that's how est-ce que and n'est-ce pas work to make a yes-no question. Now, not everybody likes est-ce que. It's too many punctuation. What's with that hyphen? I can't spell it. You don't say all those letters. Okay, fine. Then learn how to invert. And what that means is, think about when you were doing like invert a glass. You were going to flip-flop, all right, the subject of the sentence and the verb, connect them with a hyphen. All right, so tu parles français. We're going to take the tu, the subject, switch spots with parle, the verb, and now we have parles-tu français? So instead of est-ce que tu parles français, we just say parles-tu français? And now it's a question. Do you speak French? Quel âge as-tu is an inverted question that you didn't know you knew. Quel âge as-tu? Comment t'appelles-tu? Comment es-tu? Tons of questions that we've actually learned that are inverted. All right, we're not going to use the inversion with the je form. Maybe one exception, puis-je aller aux toilettes? There's one version of can I go to the bathroom? Also, if there's an il or an l, any of these subjects that start with a vowel, all right, what's going to happen is, if I were to invert it, it would sound like étudie-il, and they don't like that hiccup sound. So in order to get rid of that, we're going to put a T in there. Étudie-t-il, and now it kind of flows a little bit more. So now those sounds are connected. The last thing to know about inversion is that if that subject is a proper noun, like les filles, the girls, we're going to not move les filles, we're going to add in a pronoun, elles. Les filles font-elles du sport? The girls, do they do sports? So, take the statement, vous faites les devoirs, you do your homework. It's a question, faites-vous les devoirs? That's the inverted form. Il joue au tennis, he plays tennis. Joue-t-il au tennis? Does he play tennis? Tu manges au café, you eat at the cafe. Manges-tu au café? Now we have that in the inverted form. So in each spot, we have taken the subject and moved it to the end of the verb and switched their spots, connect with a hyphen. So that's all there is to know about yes/no questions. Stay tuned. Next up is question words. Merci. Ciao.